So I don't typically do like box office number news, like so and so did this millions of this weekend and so on and so forth. I'm interested in it because I like to see how movies do. But I don't typically post about it. But this weekend was an interesting weekend because you had Sinners for the second weekend. You had The Accountant 2 come out finally, and you also had the anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3 re-release. So I was interested just to see um what the box office looked like with those movies all happening in one weekend. And there's still other films too, like Minecraft still out. But I was really interested to know about Sinners second weekend and also how The Accountant 2 did because I loved both those movies. And so I was interested to see if audiences went out to see it. Let's take a look. So this is from Variety. Box office Sinners scores 45 million in massive second weekend. Star Wars re-release beats Accountant 2. Wow. So let's look. Sinners towered over the box office again, scoring a mighty 45 million in its second weekend of release. Ticket sales declined a mere 6%. Wow. 6%? That's awesome. From its 48 million start, making Sinners the rare film with a sophomore outing that nearly matched its debut. It's especially impressive for horror, a genre that's known to fall sharply after opening weekend. So far, Sinners has grossed 122.5 million in North America and 161.6 million globally against a $90 million production budget. Glowing reviews and audience enthusiasm seem to likely to keep turbocharging the film at the domestic box office, even as the summer movie season kicks off. Excuse me. Over the weekend, director Ryan Coogler and star Michael B. Jordan's vampire thriller stayed strong as several new movies landed on the big screen. After a close race, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith looks to have pulled ahead of Ben Affleck's The Accountant 2 for second place on box office charts. That's wild. Revenge of the Sith, which Disney is re releasing for the space opera's prequel's 20th anniversary, earned 25.2 million from 2,700 locations. The film collected another 17 million internationally for a galactic $42 million global tally over the weekend. That's staggering business for a movie that's been widely available to watch at home for 2 decades. Yes, the force is still strong. Yep. The Accountant 2 was close behind at number 3 with 24.5 million from 3,610 cinemas. The film also launched overseas with 13.7 million from 71 markets, boosting its global total to 38.2 million. It's a respectable start for an R-rated action drama aimed at older audiences, though the sequel carries a steep $80 million price tag, so it'll need to resonate across the globe to justify its budget. I wonder how much has it made if you also include the tax day release that they did when I watched it. I wonder how many people went to see it that day. The Accountant 2, backed by Amazon MGM, is the sequel to 2016 The Accountant, which opened to 24.7 million, not adjusted for inflation, and became a surprise success, earning $155 million globally. So the sequel is along the same as the first one. Okay. The follow up film was twice the price of the $45 million budgeted original, so The Accountant 2 will have to outperform its predecessor and then some to be considered a hit. For context, studios and theaters own a split ticket sales. Audiences embraced the film with an A grade on Cinema Score exit polls, which should bode well for word of mouth. Directed by Gavin O'Connor, who oversaw the first film, The Accountant 2 centers on Affleck's savant accountant who teams up with his estranged brother, John Berthal, to track down mysterious assassins after uncovering a deadly conspiracy. So Minecraft dropped to 22.7 million. Um, grossing 816 million globally, so that's a hit for sure. Yeah. Oh, and then in fifth place, Sony's R-rated horror film Until Dawn opened in line with expectations of 8 million from 3,000 venues internationally. The film added 10.1 million for a worldwide start of 18.1 million. I don't do, like I said, I'm not a really big horror person, but I heard that movie was not that good. But the good news, because critics and moviegoers dismiss this film, which holds a 51% Rotten Tomatoes average and six a C plus grade on CinemaScore. So yeah, so it made money despite the fact of having bad reviews. Because I heard the movie was not good at all, um, and it didn't look very interesting to me. All right. So, anyways, so Sinners did what I thought it was going to do, which is continue to rock. But 6% drop off, only a 6% drop off from opening weekend to the second weekend is huge. That's very rare to have such a small drop off. So that means that people are definitely talking about this movie and flocking to the theaters. I can't wait to watch it again. Um, Word of mouth is definitely pushing this movie hard, and rightfully so, because it is a great movie. If you haven't seen my review, check it out. Also, The Accountant. So The Accountant did just as well as the first one did in its opening weekend. The Accountant 2 is good. So I hope people go see it because I want more of this world, that movie. I want them to continue with the series. So I hope people go check it out because it was a good movie, The Accountant 2. And I actually can't wait to see that one again. And I did a review for The Accountant 2 as well. So check that review out if you haven't seen it already. I might do a movie day and just check them both out back to back because they both got a 5 from me. I enjoyed them both very much. So yeah, good weekend for theaters. Another reason why I'm into box office numbers is because we need movie theaters to be doing good again. We need to get back in theaters. We need to get uh, streaming services is great, but it's taking away from the experience of going to a theater. And I'm glad, and I hope that they do something about it. But I'm glad that theater owners and studios are acknowledging that they are putting films into streaming service too quickly because people are just like, well, I'll wait to see it on Netflix or I'll wait to see it on Max. So I'm glad that studios are starting to reconsider the timing in which they put movies out. Because I remember I knew I had to go see a movie in the theaters because it would be forever before it came out on DVD and Blu-ray. I mean, like what, some 6 months or some crazy number like that. But now I feel like they drop a movie in theaters and 2 months later it's on streaming service. So no wonder people don't go to theaters. But anyways, I'm glad these movies are doing well. I'm glad Sinners is doing well. I hope The Accountant picks up speed and does well because I want to see more of it. Um, Let me know if you all have seen these movies and what do you think? Love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.